a bit, can't they?
Yeah.
They drool. And they have these extra folds of skin under here. And you want to make sure, particularly as we come to summer, that these don't get infected down in here. So sometimes just worth cleaning this area here. This is just the bottom lip, underneath the upper lip, where it can just get a bit wet and moist.
So what with sort of a cloth?
Wow,
or
salty
something?
water.
Oh,
bit
right.
of salty water, bit of a cloth. Just make sure it's clean. Then teeth. Have a look at teeth every day. Make sure nothing's stuck. If she's just got a little bit of tartar at the back there, nothing very much to worry about. But cleaning their teeth on a daily basis is a good idea. Make sure things are on top. Can you see that very back one there? A bit of tartar, a bit of gum recession.
Yeah, we've got, we've started, because you had some teeth out because you've got gum disease and
Right.
tooth disease. And we've started you can put some liquid into the drink,
That's
some
right.
anti-plaque stuff.
Yeah.
Does that work?
Well, it certainly helps, but I think that brushing their teeth is a good thing. And if you get them used to bones at a very early age, or something to chew on, that really helps.
Well, we used to get her dental stuff, but it
Yeah.
created different problems at
Oh,
the other
okay,
end,
yeah.
so we
You've
stopped.
got to balance all these
Yeah,
things.
so
haven't you?
we didn't give her
Yeah.
them anymore.
I think if one's got a new puppy, if you can get used to brushing their teeth from a really early stage, that is worth it.
She enjoys it. It's like a nightly ritual with her dad,
Brilliant.
actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so
perfect. And
they
actually
have
keeps
a
the
teeth
breath
cleaning.
issue
Yeah,
down
yeah,
a bit, doesn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
So Spaniel then, of course, the next big one is ears. And on a daily basis, have a look in the ears. And actually, this is the sniff test. And it's just worth going, and they don't smell, that's fine. But
What would they smell like? Just
it
rotten
smells
or-
yeasty and,
Oh, right.
and sweet and fungus and bleh. Yeah. And particularly spaniels is a real issue, but the ears are absolutely perfect, yeah? So that's the front end. Then on a daily basis, just run your hand over her coat and have a look at her feet. Make sure she hasn't got anything stuck. Grass seeds this time of year, you know, as we move into summer, can get stuck between their paws. So just a case of picking up their paws, fiddling around with their feet, making sure that there's nothing, you know, stuck in them. And there's, you know, we're absolutely fine here. So that's sort of on a daily basis. On a more weekly or monthly basis, having a real good feel over her coat generally for any lumps or bumps.
Well, that's how I discovered when we went to Norfolk a couple of years ago. There was a bump, and it was a tick because we've been somewhere that we don't normally go, and
Okay.
obviously we do flea and everything
Yeah,
treatment.
absolutely.
But yeah, a tick, that's awful.
Yeah,
They're horrible
They
things,
are,
aren't
yeah. And actually, they're a big problem too, because of course they carry some really nasty diseases, Lyme's disease particularly. And I think, you know, we've had another mild winter. It's been very damp for a long time. There's going to be an awful lot of ticks about. And people must be really careful of ticks, particularly if they're going off in woodlands, heather, Scotland, onto the moors. And there's some really good product out there that will kill ticks. Well worth making sure that, you know, that's prevented. You know, interesting, last year we went to Scotland, the dog was prevented for ticks with a product and so on. So it was just all the children that got ticks, not the dog.
Yeah.
Dog got bitten by an adder instead. But
Oh,
never mind.
that's a change, isn't it?
So yeah, so that's on a monthly basis. And then obviously for an older dog like this, I really would recommend going in at least once a year, and once they get to 9, 10, possibly twice a year, into the vets for them to do a medical check over. And this is where they're listening to the heart, they're listening to the lungs, they're making sure we haven't got a heart problem, they're feeling for the liver, they're feeling for the kidneys and things like that. Those are things that you can't really do at home. So I think getting into the habit of a simple daily check, absolutely well worth it.
Great, and we were